Hi guys, welcome to Battle Aces. I'm posting two videos today. One is gonna be probably like an hour and a half, and the other is gonna be just this one, probably like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15. I tend to talk, I'm long-winded. But this is my review on Battle Aces. After watching this game for the last hour and a half on my stream, I can say that I am actually optimistic about the future of this game. I do think that this game, just by looking at it right now, you're seeing it right here too. And again, if you want to see more, you always can in the other video I posted, or other people are posting videos too. But the game looks clean. It looks nice. It like, just when I look at these units, it looks polished. And a statement I just made on my stream like 10 minutes ago, I haven't even played this game yet, but just by looking at it, I would say this game's graphics, this game's animations for like, I'm not saying the how cool I think it looks or anything like that, but just how clean it looks. I feel like it definitely rivals a game like StarCraft 2. Like the terrain, you might not like the way it's designed, but it looks very clean. The units, the way they move on it, the way they move with each other, it looks very clean. The attack animations when it hits a unit and the way the health bar ticks, it looks very clean. Like this game looks like it's gonna have a lot of opportunities for really specific, intricate micro, very Blizzard-esque style micro. Like if you've ever enjoyed watching a fight of like a Protoss versus a Terran, or like you know, a Warcraft 3 player. You like watching fights in Warcraft 3, you like watching fights in StarCraft 2. I feel like this game will give you something that you would enjoy to watch, honestly. I'm not being paid to say any of this, by the way. Just so you guys know, make sure that's clear. This game, coming from my perspective, the perspective of a person who's been playing RTS games since like 1996. I'm 37. I think this game looks sick. Like the way the game just, the way the units interact with each other, and the way the units interact with the building, and the way the units interact with the terrain, it looks very clean. I like it a lot. It does not look clunky at all, really. And I can already see so much potential for such thorough levels of micro. Like, for instance, an example, like, do you see that Blink is in this game? You can literally have, you're gonna get players that are like Blink Stalker microing all day in this game. And it's not just gonna be like just that unit, there's gonna be like, you know, it looks like there's a lot of choice in this game too. And I fully imagine with the way this game is designed, I could see them making a lot more units in it too, for having a lot more diversity in the game going forward. So right now, this game is early. This is an alpha build of the game at the moment, and it looks nice. It looks really nice. This looks great for an alpha. Game will probably change a lot, but it already is impressing me in as early of a state of the game as it is in. Like I like it. Now, with that being said, a couple things that I maybe like wishful thinking that I want to say for this game. I think it would be really cool if this game does try to make a large roster, so you do have quite a bit of variety to be going with, you know, with whatever you want to pick. I don't know exactly how your composition works though. It looks like you get 8 choices, and maybe you get to pick 8 choices, or like it's preset. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I feel like being able to pick your roster is sick. I like that a lot. It's like you can make your own race essentially, like a composition you really enjoy playing with, and you're really thorough about the weaknesses and the strengths of your own composition and stuff like that. So I think it's cool. I like that this game has more than 1v1 a lot. I like that they're already going for 2v2, and I think it would be maybe even cooler if they even go bigger than 2v2. Personally, I think a high level team competitive format like 4v4 could be really interesting, maybe 3v3, but like I feel like more variable could be exciting with players in it and like craziness of what could be happening here. The way I would describe it is I feel like it would be really cool if you could have think about one of the most epic fights you've ever watched in like another RTS game. It could be StarCraft 2. A lot of people on my channel probably will resonate with StarCraft 2. So imagine a StarCraft 2 fight that you watched that was amazing, and you're like, holy god, that was so epic, and you barely ever get to see those because it's you know, it's rare games ever get to that extreme of a point. and it was like it was a really exciting game you've watched in the past. Now imagine if like you had 4 players in a game like this, and 4 players are like, you know, they're really good, they're pros, they practice together, they've synergized really well together, and they've gotten really good at working together. And now maybe it's like 4 pros on one team and 4 pros on another team in a pure micro game, and it's like watching an insane battle unfold while 4 players micro. It'd be like what Archon mode was supposed to be, but in reality, what Archon mode really was in StarCraft 2 was 1 player most of the time macroing and 1 player a lot more microing. Very rarely would you actually have 2 players playing the mode properly, I feel like. Even though it did happen, but I feel like a lot of people just took it as, oh, 1 micros and 1 macros. And at the end of the day, I also do feel like you need to kind of appeal to a broader range of an audience other than the top pro gamer list, right? Like, I don't really feel like the only thing that matters is the pros. I feel like people actually wanting to play this game and have fun playing it does matter a lot, because like having a community that does exist on the game is pretty important. As speaking as someone that has played games where the community is popping off and playing games where the community is 3 people, it feels like is a big difference there in how much you care and are having fun on a daily basis. So I definitely think the entry way for newer players into this game is definitely there. Micro is definitely, like, you know, having less responsibility on a player and being able to just focus on micro, which is what everybody either is good at or wishes they were good at, definitely is gonna make a lot of people better at micro. This game, if you're bad at micro, this game is probably a speed run in how to become better at it, because it's pretty much all you're gonna be doing in this game. And then strategically, like how you use your units. I feel like it's going to be great. I feel like it's going to be fun. I like the fast pacing of it all. One more thing I would like to add to the game, or to say I would like to be added to the game, would be just diversity inside unit. I don't know if you have choices of upgrades for units, maybe, or like maybe there's like upgrades that are like preset that you can, that like maybe there's like a blink upgrade, and this can be applicable to 25 different units, but it's not required. It's not like if I have a unit that can blink, it's the only thing I could ever do with it. What if like you could have, like, just in terms of like StarCraft 2 terms, we're gonna replay this so I can keep talking. I talk longer, sorry, but I just want some visuals to talk to. Let's just say in StarCraft 2, metabolic boost, like speedling, movement speed upgrade, and then you have like charge lot speed upgrade for a zealot. They both are a speed upgrade, but they're not the same. They do work differently. One is like a constant, really fast speed upgrade, and the other one is like a lesser upgrade of speed, but it has the ability to literally charge, which is when a zealot is charging, it is going faster than any other unit in the game, basically, until it connects, and then it goes back to its like slightly upgraded speed over what it was prior. Like, it's different utility for these upgrades, and if you can mix and match units with different upgrades, it would be really interesting, I feel like. Also, a little bit more crazy of an idea, but I also think it might be interesting to explore the idea of maybe for like extra money, extra resource, more expensive than what the upgrade already costs, maybe you could like stack multiple upgrades on one unit type, and maybe you could play this game with either a composition that's diverse or like a less diverse composition that has more stacked upgrades, and maybe you can like maximize how many could be on a unit, so there's no like super imbalanced combinations where you have like 8 upgrades on one unit or something like that. And also, I feel like this could be really cool for like team play too. I feel like for like 2v2 or above, if you could have really crazy combinations, you could have some really wild ideas coming out from builds that people could run in tournaments and stuff like that. So I feel like that would be a really cool idea for longevity of game. And if this game is constantly getting balanced and like being looked at for like a pro scene, I feel like crazy ideas would definitely be good for the scene, because it would, if something is too crazy, it can always get changed. But trying to keep things within reason obviously is the goal, but it also creates a lot more fun situations that could exist that otherwise might not exist. Because I do feel like if the game is just as simple as like, this unit always has blink and that's all it will ever do, that's how you, I feel like that's how you get units that get phased out of a meta super fast, especially if the roster gets really big, because you'll get units that like just kind of suck, and there's always better alternatives, and they just never get used. So just interesting ideas, I feel like, that could be in the game. And maybe, honestly, instead of having like multiple upgrades on one unit, I feel like having the ability to customize the upgrades of a unit would still be really cool. So like another example would be, what if upgrades in this game had tiers? And like instead of having like, you know, just tier 1, 2, 3 like weapons and armor, you could have like tier 1, 2, 3 blink, tier 1, 2, 3 speed upgrade, tier 1, 2, 3 range upgrade. And obviously it just makes the upgrade itself more potent than what it was before. So like blink can go farther, or it can have a shorter cooldown, or it does something when it goes in the area. It stuns units or something. It does something interesting. I feel like if this kind of a formula was put into this game, there would be ways and systems and stuff that could be made around it to balance it out. But I really feel like that would give this game some crazy replayability of like, you know, you just never really know what to expect, but like you can see it before it happens because maybe like there's signifiers like this. Your opponent is running this, just so you know. So it's not like, you know, incredibly OP blindsidey things can just instantly kill you every time. I know that would definitely make balancing the game a lot harder if that actually was in the game, but I feel like if it was, that would also make the game more interesting. But if it doesn't have it, I still think the game is interesting at the end of the day, because this game genuinely looks like it has a really clean looking micro, and it's really fast paced. So like you're gonna have like on average maybe a 5 to 7 minute micro fest, and then the game's gonna be over. And I feel like that's good pacing with high intensity. Because people might think to themselves, dude, StarCraft 2, you're playing at 400 APM for 30 minutes or for 20 minutes at a time sometimes. But like, you're macroing most of the time. Most of the time is literally macroing. It's a much different experience microing the entire time versus macroing the entire time. And I feel like one simple form of that is going to be people are going to feel more intense when you're fighting against a player as opposed to like doing a repetitious AI command, like injecting your bases or something like that. Like people will literally get tired way faster having the micro non-stop because it's going to be more intense. They're going to be more tensed up when they're playing. There's so much more factors there that people are going to fatigue out faster in this format. So I think it's a great format. I think the pacing of the games does seem good. It seems fun. I want to play it. I haven't played yet. Just so everyone knows, I have not personally played the game yet. I'll make another video when I actually play the game. This is just my first impressions. But it looks fun, honestly. This game looks like it has an amazing engine to build off of. I love the vibrant art style, even though it's not a unanimous consensus that like everyone loves the models of all the units and the models of what's in the terrain and stuff like that. I think they're fine overall at the end of the day. And I'm excited to see how they explore it further in the future and see what they come up with. But it looks vibrant. It looks very nice. I love the death animations of these units. Again, in an alpha build of the game. I can't wait to see what it looks like if it even gets more polished than this. But I love like the coloring of the unit scheme. Like it looks nice. Overall, I feel like there's like a glaze to like some of these units, like the windshield on that tanky unit we just looked at. It looks nice. I am impressed by the art of this game overall. Like again, I'm not talking about exactly like all the models of every unit, but just what it is at its core. It looks like it has a lot to work with. So I would give this game 2 Vibu thumbs up. I don't know why my camera's not on the, or no, it is. I am just kidding. My camera's in top left. I for whatever reason thought it was bottom right. But yeah, 2 Vibu thumbs up, guys. I'm excited to play it. And yeah, I mean, I'll have a lot more ideas and stuff like that of my own thoughts and stuff in this game. But I really think customization in this game is what will make this game so sick at the end of the day. And I really, really, really do hope that team games get some love in this game, because I think 1v1 is awesome. I love 1v1. I'm gonna play 1v1. I'm gonna be all about it. I feel like team games will foster a community so much more than just 1v1 would ever do. Even though 1v1 can still be an addition to it, which would be fine. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's kind of what I want it to be. Thank you for watching. And yeah, like I said before, one more time, if you guys want to see more than that, if you want to see me talking about this game for like the full segment, not just this little bit, there's going to be another video just like it that is extra long. Yeah, nice. Anyways, we play this in 6 days. It's the 19th right now, or yeah, 6 days, 5 days, 6 days. I can do math. 6 days I play this, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.